Hello there. It's my birthday today, so I thought I would talk to you about what 73 years has taught me. And it's taught me not to worry about people's opinions, not to take on what people say. I've learned to trust my instinct, to trust my body, to trust who I am, to trust who I've grown into with the help of God. I've learned that people will try to force their opinions on you. And when you're young and you're malleable, or if you're insecure, you will take on people's views and people's opinions. But when you do that, you will never ever be your true selves. I like to think that I'm authentic, I'm honest, I'm reliable, I'm sympathetic, and I'm a caring person. That's what I've got to offer the people who know me. And over 73 years, I've thought to myself, what have I learned? I've learned to pick my battles. I've learned not to be a yes woman. I've learned that what I think and what I believe is credible. I've learned not to feel intimidated or manipulated into believing I'm less than. And I've learned not to take on people's sneers, people's criticisms, people's accusations and perceptions of who I am. And I think as you get older, yes, your body starts deteriorating. It doesn't have to, because we've seen evidence of people who are in their 80s and 90s who are gymming it and who are looking fantastic. So your body doesn't have to deteriorate. Mine does, because I'm not exercising as I should. I'm not eating as I should. But at the same token, I do all things in moderation. I don't go into extremes. So whilst my body could look 10 times better if I went to the gym and I had time to exercise or made time to exercise, um, I still feel okay given those circumstances. And what I do what is important to me. I do what I love. And I notice that when I cannot do what I love, that's when I get irritated, I become uncomfortable, I become resentful. So I realize that my joy comes from very simple things. And I don't, I wouldn't reject um, riches and all that kind of things, but I realize that riches aren't important to me as an individual. I realize that what's important to me is having someone who genuinely cares about me, who's not out to get one over on me, who's not out to manipulate me, and who's not out to control me. You know, we live in a world where the government and people around you, whether it's employers or whoever, want to control individuals. They want to program them. They want to condition them. They want to manipulate them into believing a set of standards, a set of rules, a set of ethics that they have imposed on people so that they do not know who they truly are. So, what I'd like to think that I've learned is that I don't take on everything everyone says to me. I do my own research. I decide what's good for me. I decide, because we're all experts in our own bodies, I decide what I can take, what my body can tolerate. And I think as you grow older, that is what it's mostly about, it's finding the true you. I think our journey to age, or our journey of aging, has got a lot to do with finding out who you are, finding out what is important to you, or in my case, it's my birthday, what is important to me. And what is important to me is peace of mind. It's feeling a level of confidence, not overconfident, but a level of confidence, so that I can interact with people, feeling comfortable, feeling self-assured, and feeling that I am offering something that will benefit another person. And what I would say to people is, it's very hard if you've had a challenging upbringing not to feel influenced by other people, not to be impressed by other people. It's very easy to be taken in by other people. But I would strongly advise you to concentrate on yourself, to concentrate on what makes you happy, to focus and reflect on those moments when you feel good, when your heart feels light. And what are those circumstances that make you feel that way? And try to get more of those experiences. I often think about who I am as a woman, and I would like to think that I am ultimately female. I'd like to think that I'm caring and loving, like I said before, but what's important to me is not to feel afraid anymore of people, not to feel afraid of the messages that are going around, to be able to use my judgment and my spirit of discernment and my faith in God to determine where I should be and what I should be doing. I no longer rely on third parties. And when I say third parties, there's me, there's God, and there are third parties. I listen to the voice of God. And he, as he has always done, directs me. It might be a she for some people, but I feel guided by a very, very special force that makes me feel safe, that makes me feel secure. No words that a human being says can tell me what is real or what is right, because nobody knows. We've all been raised in a world of lies. We've all been misinformed. We've been miseducated. And so all we have is our own experiences. And my experiences have told me not to trust the system, not to trust people, not to trust whatever is going around, but to trust in my own instincts, to trust in God, and to do what feels right within me. And what feels right is not necessarily what is right in the eyes of someone else. But at least when you do something that feels right within yourself, you know that you are being your authentic self. Too many of us try to please other people. Too many of us are worried about what another person is going to say, what other people are going to think. What do I look like? What are they going to say about this? What are they going to say about that? Too many people are on an ego trip, and it's all about them. I don't want my life to be all about me. I want to share the gifts I have and share the wisdom and knowledge I've acquired over the years. And I'm not quite sure if this just sounds like I'm blabbering, but I hope it doesn't. So thank you for listening and joining me on my birthday. That's all for now. Bye-bye.